I'm guessing that's the hat link sprite for hydropower. And PKR and Edium, I don't know.
All
But
right.
starting off and we're going. We got a heart piece in Link's house.
And not quite everyone wanted, but we do have a pendant at Tower of Hera, a crystal at Eastern. I did not see Desert.
Desert was a crystal as well.
Okay.
And Chisame is going to take that sign and bonk the guards in the head. I missed what was in the chapel.
As did I. Too busy seeing what was going to get was going to pop out from that pole tree. Unfortunately, it was only single green rupees, not what anyone wants to see. As hydropower begins his little Houlihan strats here, nice and open mode to start out with.
Uncle just gave up his life savings of 20 rupees.
Ooh, and the hook shot.
Definitely a good starting weapon.
Absolutely. If it doesn't kill stuff, it can damage it. So unless you're really farming for bombs like Etienne is doing here and achieving some measure of success, you really just want the enemies out of your way because you got to go fast.
And we just have 10 arrows on the Lumberjack Ledge. So far, looks like Aga might be dead. And it was a map in the chapel. And the race game is just worth 20 rupees today.
Oh, the hoarder dropping bombs. Pink Kitty Rose is certainly going to be happy with that.
Yeah, it's definitely going to save Pink Kitty Rose from having to go and purchase bombs. And there looks like a shield and mushroom spot.
Yeah, I doubt that any of our runners will go grab that. I would, but that's because I like shields. But this is why I'm doing commentary and not running the race. Another piece of heart there in the Lost Woods. So Lost Woods not terribly lucrative this morning.
And so far, it's 300 rupees in the back of the tavern. And it's a full heart container bottom of the pond.
Absolutely. And see, Edium is having to buy bombs because they have not yet run into one of the hoarders, and that is free bombs for days for the hoarders. Meanwhile, Pink Kitty Rose heading on down into Blind's hut. There'll be 5 items here, which can easily change the entire complexion of this race, depending on what they are. While Chisame heads into Mini Moldarms, we got 50 roops, we got 20 roops, we got the flips, and 10 arrows.
I just want to say we had the glove in the chicken hut and an ice rod in Modem Cave, along with the cape.
And the cape.
And the lantern from the bottle vendor. And the back, we had the shovel for PKR in the back of Blind's hut. Blind's hut was actually pretty good for us today. So was Mini Moldorm.
And we have a bottle at the bottom of the well.
Well, they're just starting off pretty good in Kakariko.
Absolutely. Oh, and there is the Moon Pearl in the well. So
just one item away from our Dark World access.
You read my mind. And there is the Book of Mudora.
Oh, that's what happens when I listen to your commentating too often.
All right, and now Ice Rod Cave for Chisame, but the only runners in a location we haven't seen yet. And it turns out to be Triple Booms.
That'll help Chisame, because Chisame has not been through Kakariko yet. And the sick kid was just holding some arrows. I guess he was a fan of Robin Hood today.
So here, our runners have, with the lantern available as well, and the glove upgrade, you can get through Eastern Palace, but you can't beat it. You could go up to Death Mountain, but you only have about 2 items that you can get up on Death Mountain.
Not with the hook shot if they go grab the hook shot.
Oh, that's right. They have the hook shot.
A couple of them have the hook shot right now. The Chisame and Hydropower, so they can get pretty far in Death Mountain right now. And Sarashula having a blue mail upgrade in his closet today. So we just walked in, stole his clothes, and left.
That's right. I mean, it's his closet. That's where you expect him to hang his clothes, right?
Yeah. Wrong that you just steal no man's clothes.
Yeah, he doesn't need them anymore anyway. He never leaves his house.
Library's just a heart piece, so I don't think we'll be revisiting that later on.
Highly unlikely. Interesting that none of our runners have decided to check the shovel location yet. It's possible the Pink Kitty Rose may, because it is right next to the race game here, and Pink Kitty is YOLOing the race game. She's not going to be too terribly happy with the outcome.
Well, she's going to go ahead and get it anyway.
Why not?
Yeah, you ran the race. You might as well just get it.
Yeah. Even if it is only a big 20.
Our first chest is just the compass in Eastern.
Eddie, I'm actually picking up the shield. I think, oh, are we going to see a pedestal check? Top left for the pedestal check, boys and girls, while Pink Kitty Rose looks like she is heading to check shovel.
Early book, so yeah, that's pretty good. Go ahead and get it out of the way. Oh, the fire rod!
The fire rod!
We got a pet seed, ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls. Yeah.
Man, you gotta love it when it's a pet seed.
Yeah.
Open race just turned into all dungeons.
Yeah, that knowledge is going to give Etium and hydropower's in the Lost Woods, but doesn't have the book. So that knowledge is certainly going to give Etium an advantage here.
And it looks like Chad is equally excited for this pet seed today. It's just a matter of time how long it takes our other runners to actually go and check the pet. But we still don't know if Aga is required yet or not to get the dark or no. Yeah, for the hammer.
Right.
Well, no, we got flippers, so we don't need to worry about that. So Aga is not required today.
Right. No Aga required.
So not all bosses, but at least we get all dungeons today. And
so Etium now heading on up. Yep.
Well, Etium did not get the hook shot, so Etium will not be able to get much up here, but they at least have the location unlocked.
Meanwhile, Chisame running around Eastern Palace with no lamp, which not terribly difficult.
Yeah, Eastern's one of the easiest ones to kind of learn. Death Mountain's probably the second easiest in my opinion.
Yeah, I actually learned the old man. Oh gosh, Etium's got to look out here for both the dead rocks and the cabbages killed him. You know, if they were lettuce, lucky. It would be it would make sense. But
Etium had that bottle fairy, so that bottle fairy grabbed in the well. Bottom of the well actually helped out.
That was close, though. They almost took him out again, but thanks to the health refill from the old man.
And it looks like Armos Knights is going to be holding on to the last item in Eastern Palace. Maybe it's progression, maybe it's not. We'll have to see.
Etium down to 1 heart again. The dead rocks and the cabbages. We're just going to call them romaine lettuce for now. And the romaine lettuce not being kind today.
Pink Kitty Rose dodging those crabs. They hurt when you get hit by them.
Yeah, 2 hearts of damage with green mail.
And Chisame's going down to escape. The unique item with the chickens. Yep, we found the hidden glove back there.
That's right.
Yeah, we got a shovel spot that missed earlier, and that's only a heart piece.
Right, so Pink Kitty Rose with the flippers now is going to almost certainly check Hobo as well as our Lake or Zora area as well. So we got about 4 items here that we're going to figure out. Meanwhile, Etium dropping down into escape from the other way as Chisame. So we've got a lot of information we're about to.
If Etium finds the key back here, they'll have a little bit of advantage over Chisame because they have the key or have the lantern. So if there's an important item there, Chisame may have a more difficult time getting to it.
So Pink Kitty Rose did find the Bombos medallion in Waterfall Cave. That could be important, or it could be completely irrelevant depending on the dungeon and medallion
Well,
layouts. We got 10 arrows on Zora Ledge.
that is probably what they're going to have to use for Ice Palace. Ice Palace might be a pendant dungeon.
Fair point. Only other way other than the fire rod to kill the Freezors.
So that would be an interesting way to see once they hit Dark World what Ice Palace is going to be.
And King Zora, again, living up to his title as the purveyor extraordinaire of life lessons, trading 500 rupees for a nice, shiny blue rupee. Not what anyone wants.
And only 10 arrows in that back part of Escape, so Chisami's not missing out on that. It looks like P. Kitty Rose will be heading back to Escape as well. Could Chisami be heading to check Ped?
Well, Chisami doesn't have the book.
No,
so
Chisami don't. That's right. Chisami hasn't been here yet. That's right. I forgot. All the other runners ran through there alternating times. I kind of forgot that Chisami didn't go there yet. And the rats giving Pink Kitty Rose a little bit of a hard time. But the blue mail kind of helps out. Oh no, Pink Kitty Rose don't have the blue mail yet.
And Hydropower showing us that the hobo today has the magic mirror. That is going to be incredibly important for Hydropower.
Wow, and Pink Kitty Rose used the flippers but did not check the hobo, so did not get the mirror yet.
Yep.
This is really turning out to be a very interesting race. We have Etium, who knows, is the only one that knows where the fire rod is. And we have Hydropower now, the only one that has checked hobo.
Etium, of course, having the only one who knows that this is almost certainly a pedestal required seed. There is some configuration where the fire rod might not 100% be required, but highly unlikely.
Yeah, seeing how they got the ice rod early, I'm thinking Turtle Rock might be a crystal.
Agreed.
It's looking.
Well, I don't know. Probably means it's a. Well, we all know it's a ped seed. Turtle Rock would have to be a crystal. It could not be a pendant because fire rod is on the pedestal. There we go. So Turtle Rock could not possibly be a pendant.
The only way, Turtle Rock could be a pendant if fire rod's not needed. If Skull Woods is a pendant as well.
Fair point.
So I just have to wait and see, but I'm thinking with that early ice rod and the knowledge about the fire rod, the Turtle Rock is probably going to be a crystal, so it will make it automatically all dungeons. I don't think I've seen a seed yet. I've seen fire rod on the pedestal a couple times before, and I don't think I've seen it where it was not required.
Right.
Well, as right now, we know that
Ice
our
Palace
entry into the Dark World, to the Dark World is not been found yet. Sorry, I didn't mean to walk on you.
No, that's okay. Just Pink Kitty Rose talked to Sahasrara, who revealed that Ice Palace is the green pendant. So you were absolutely right that you're going to have to use Bombos to get through the Freezors at the beginning of Ice Palace.
So does that make... So far, it is still looking like a pedestal seed. There is a small chance that Ped could be dead if Turtle Rock and Skull Woods are both pendants. But seeing as how we have one pendant in the light world, that means actually Fire Rod is required no matter what. Because our Ice Palace is a pendant and Tower of Hera is a pendant, so there's only one pendant left. And so that means it is definitely a ped seed.
There is absolutely no way to complete Turtle Rock or Ice Palace without the fire rod. So
You know what? I have my next little future guest is going to be.
what's that?
Our entrance into Dark World is going to be over in Desert Palace or Agena because they have the book. But we've seen all the other locations so far and have not seen a hammer nor the mitts.
That's correct.
And it seems how we have the cape, but we do not have a sword yet. So
Yes, so
Aga could still be
Aghanim off the
required.
table.
Aga
If-
not off the table.
Yeah.
If we find a sword, then that means it will be Aga. If we do not find the mitts in Desert or Agena.
It's got to be somebody's eventually got to get over to that side of the map here. It's usually seen as a low percentage play, but given how much our runners have explored so far, somebody's going to have to go over there and check eventually.
Yeah, because we've been everywhere else. We've seen everywhere else, and that's the only place we haven't seen is the desert area. Actually, I just forgot. We haven't seen the right side of Death Mountain either.
Nice bomb strat there by Pink Kitty Rose, taking out that guard. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. That was a thing of beauty.
It's difficult to get them bombs to do bomb strats down there, so that was real good.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Me, I'd go through and stun them with the hook shot or something and bomb
Yep.
them. I'm scared of those guards. They kill me too many times. Looks like our tier 2 pool is the bombs. Tier 1 was just green rupees.
All right, everybody. Hashtag things in Zelda's chest. What is waiting in Zelda's chest today?
20 rupees.
It's just a big 20.
Yeah, Zelda's chest didn't have much.
Nope.
So we have now Chisame going to Death Mountain, and Chisame is going to Death Mountain with the hook shot. And Hydropower is already up there with the hook shot, so pretty sure both these runners will be checking the right side.
Yeah, absolutely. There's 7 items on East Death Mountain alone, so
PKR is making that option right now as well.
definitely a higher percentage play than Desert and Aghana's Cave, but no guarantee that progression will be found over here, although it is highly likely.
You know, with that many chests, there's a high percentage. Even though I've seen it where it was all just rupees and heart pieces. So we'll just have to see if it's going to work out for us today or not. Because that early book kind of make me want to lean towards Desert Palace.
Agreed.
And we have the ice rod and the lantern, so it is completable. As long as the big key is not hanging out on the torch.
Well, you do need You also need mitts and Cane of Samaria just to enter Turtle Rock. So
no, it's the desert.
I'm sorry.
Desert.
Sorry, I'm thinking of Pink Kitty Rose and where she's headed now. It's been a long weekend.
That's okay.
Already.
I fully understand. And we got our first bit of Paradox Cave, and it's just a heart piece and a rupee. Did I just jinx Hydropower on the right side of Death Mountain?
We'll just blame you. If it turns out to be nothing, we'll just blame you.
Well, that's
okay,
the power of the
Shandis.
commentator's curse. Oh, we got silvers. So that's good.
Absolutely. Not necessary at all. Oh, hey, Fisher Price,
sword.
baby's first sword.
Oh, looks like we might be heading to Aga to get to our Dark World.
Oh, we still have Resident Sleeper Cave. I mean, Spiral Cave. We call it Resident Sleeper Cave when our runners don't have the boots.
Yeah, we also have Desert Area, but we have our Aga or beatable I can't really explain it now.
We have
We can
the
now
items
be
that are required for Aghanim. Yes.
Thank you. I just couldn't get the words to come out right.
It's quite all right.
And you're not the only one that's had a long weekend or week.
And here we go in Spiral Cave with no boots. Get your resident sleepers in the chat, boys and girls.
Go ahead and take your nap, and you'll wake up, and they'll be hydropower finally be getting to that chest. All right, time to wake up for your nap. Let's see what we got today. And it is 300 rupees.
It looks like you called it, Shandus. It's almost certainly going to be progression. Well, I think that's all that's left is progression in the desert area.
Yeah, that's the only place left now. The whole entire map has been checked by all of our runners. So for us, we know that the only place left is desert.
And Aga.
And of course, Aga. The desert would be the only thing keeping us from having to do Aga.
Looks like hydropower may be just going to YOLO Aghanim, headed straight up there.
Yeah, because hydropower, I believe, has already done escape. Oh no, guess Hydra has not done this part.
I sit corrected.
Well, Chisame, I think, did.
Wait, is Chisame doing the Aga play? Maybe. We're gonna get this right eventually.
Yes, somebody's gonna do it. We got Pink Kitty Rose going to the desert area, so we're getting our check over there as well. And Pink Kitty Rose is not going to Agini, just going straight for Desert Palace, and Chisame is going straight for Aga.
A shield on Desert Ledge. And
well, we get both checks
Pink
now
Kitty,
at the same time.
That's right. I believe Pink Kitty will probably check Desert, will complete it if it is completable, and save the Agana check for afterwards.
Well, thanks to Chisame, I'm getting my wish.
A ped/Aga seed.
Yes, I love it when it's an open mode and you have to still do ped and Aga. It just makes it full 100% clear.
You're a sadist, Shandus.
Well, yes, as long as I'm not running the race, I love it. And there's our big key, so it is beatable.
Yep. So our Pink Kitty Rose will be picking up our first crystal of the match here. I'm almost guaranteed.
Well, cannot check the chest on the right, so progression has just got even more limited over here in desert area because there's 2 chests we cannot check.
Let's see if one of the 2 desert items will be in the big chest. Nope.
Just the map. Tells me Modorm is, or not Modorm. I'm thinking of a Trodorm, so it got stuck in my head. But Lamolus probably is going to have the compass. I know I'm evil. Go ahead and say it.
I'd say evil, just sadistic, that's all.
That works too. And still, only Etium is the only one to check head.
Yep.
But we will be getting our Dark World here, actually right now. Hydropower found Dark World access. Oh, duh.
He has the lamp, or the mirror, so.
Skull Woods is the 5/6 crystal. And the other pendant is on Thieves Town. The rest of crystals did not catch. Yeah, the rest of the crystals are the other dungeons, but the other 5/6 was Misery Mire.
So yeah, even though technically, yeah, hydropower got into the Dark World, we can't really call it Dark World access because.
Yeah, I was just saw the map check. I was like, wait, did I miss something? Well, hydropower is taking out the Tower of Hera because hydropower is the only. Well, I guess the other ones did get the mirror, so I was wrong. And a piece of heart requires a hammer. I'm calling that's hammer pegs.
Pink Kitty Rose did a really great job the first two land mows there, using ice rod strats, but now is going to have to trying both bombs and the Fisher Price sword here.
We got ALTTP and hydropower both taking a coffee break in the tower room. I called the compass. Look at that.
Burn the witch.
Agina's the only thing left for any progression, but Chisami's already taken care of Aghanim. I didn't count how many blue balls we've had.
And let's see what's in Agana. That's
I'm
where.
sorry, I say it different.
But no, there's Aghanim and Agana. Is all I'm saying. I thought because we got Chisami at Aghanim, so we got Pink Kitty at Agana. So.
And it looks like just Big Key was down. Oh yeah, Big Key had to be downstairs, but nothing else. Nope, just 20 rupees. Tower of Hera is not showing much, so Chisami's the only one making the play to go to Dark World. And with that, Aghanim is down.
Chat. That's to chat. The runners are in agony.
Agony. Yeah, I saw that one. Calling it Aganer as well. And then just 20 rupees on the pyramid ledge.
Oh, it looks like Pyramid Fairy is just money, as the hint in Tower of Hera says. Some cash and some cash requires a big red bomb.
So we will not be seeing the Pyramid Fairy today.
Not
and Pink
at
Kitty
all.
Rose is go ahead and go straight into. I don't think Pink Kitty Rose did the right side of. Yes, Pink Kitty Rose has a second bottle and a silver, so they did Paradox Cave, so I was wrong.
And Pink Kitty just using Bombos in here. I do not blame her at all.
No, it's a quick way to take care of those two pain guards. They are a pain.
Yeah, particularly with the limited weaponry available to our runners right now.
And it looks like Chisami's going to give us our bumper ledge gate or check.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. We did get an early cape, so
hammer.
Yes, there's the hammer. So yeah, I was about to say we got cape really early in the seed, so it would not surprise me if something important was there on Bumper Cave, and voila, there it is, the hammer. Always a required item, and Chisame having the good fortune to find it first. However, when we're talking about knowledge, Chisame still has not checked the pedestal, so does not know that the fire rod is sitting there, while Etienne does.
So the early book was required to check pedestal. Let us know it's a all dungeons race now, and the early cape was required for both Aghanim and Bumper Cave.
Yep. So here we are, Shandis, commentating a Aghanim and pedestal required seed. Wow.
It looks like it was a tournament race somewhere and they chose it all. Chose all dungeons. Oh, and there's our Titans mitts in Skull Woods. Chisame is finding all the goodies.
Absolutely.
ALTTP has not taken that going up to check or do Aghanim yet. I thought when they saved and quit to Link's house, they would.
So interestingly enough, though, if you look at Chisame we know that Chisame is not going to be able to finish Skullwoods because they do not have the fire rod, and furthermore, they're not going to be able to check pedestal because they don't have the mirror. So,
and
while it looks like Chisame may have jumped out in front right now, the lack of those two items is severely hindering their ability to get more information out of the seed right now.
Well, Chisame actually made a great play because It was a required double dip in Skull Woods because you need the mitts to go to Ice Palace, which is required to be able.
Right.
So it was actually right play. They don't know that, but we do. So Skull Woods is required double dip today. But now that Chisame has those mitts, both Skull or Ice Palace and Thieves Town are completable to be able to get that fire rod if they ever check the pedestal.
Pink Kitty Rose showing us that she does understand the rhythm of this fight.
Nothing in the sea house. Let's see what the chest cave has for us today. Just some arrows and a heart piece.
It'll be interesting to see if Chisame decides to go ahead and dive into Thieves Town. It is a choice a lot of people would make, even though it is a pendant dungeon. Looks like they are. Okay. Because some people may be willing to take the gamble of, I'm just going to hit up crystal dungeons right now because...
Chisame just noped out. Didn't even check the first chest. Just got in, walked a few steps, and nope, never mind.
Yeah, so I was about to say another method for Thieves Town is to run in and get the first 4 treasure chests because they are very quick to check and then nope out. But yeah,
Chisame just noped out right away and just going on to more overworld checks.
Probably heard that pendant music and then said, yeah, no. Let's see what Alec Baldwin has in store for us today.
And Chisame having trouble right there, but it's going to make her way up to the catfish. Is that the Alec Baldwin you were talking about?
Yeah, Alec Baldwin's digging game. No,
the digging game. Okay.
Yeah, if you've ever seen Beetlejuice, the digging game person looks like Alec Baldwin. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it does actually. Yeah. I never even noticed that until now. Thank you for pointing that out. I'll never unsee that ever again.
Nope. Once it has been seen, it cannot be unseen.
Pink
Kitty Rose tossing a bush into the... Right, and Quakefish today has $20.
Well, both our fishes were just kind of crap today. They just didn't want to give us anything.
Nope. What did we do to piss off the fish? Who had seafood for dinner? And
our third bottle is Stumpy, so I have 3 bottles. For me, I would need all 4 for all the potions to be able to beat Ganon.
I like this. Pink Kitty's gonna looping around here just to come back. I never thought until just now that, wait a minute, that is actually faster than going around the other way.
Yeah, because swimming is faster than walking, so that was actually... I've never done that before in my life either, but...
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the cave formerly known as Hype Cave. Can it regain some of its past glory? We will find out. We have a heart container. We have red mail, which is for cowards. 20 rupees, 3 bombs, and 20 rupees.
2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Just because the red mail, I'll give it a 2 points. But that's in the heart container. That's about it.
And Pink Kitty is up here about to check Graveyard Cave. One of those out-of-the-way checks that can lead to great things in seeds that are not this one, because that was only 3 bombs. And Chisame getting dead rocked on Death Mountain.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. Hydro Powers missed a few shots with that ice rod, but takes out Lamola's. All that for that glorious the compass.
And a crystal, let's be fair.
Well, yeah, and a crystal. But the crystals, we don't really need them too much right now. We got to get the ped so we can get the rest of the crystals.
And kudos to our runners for taking out Landmos with the ice rod. So the fire rod's really nice for taking out landmines, and even that's difficult to hit. But remember, the ice rod has that delay in its shots, so makes it even more difficult to take out landmines. Does do the same amount of damage as the fire rod, however.
It's like hydropower and Ethium, they're just following each other, going over to the eastern.
Yeah, they have been synced up a lot in this race. Given the layout here, it's not at all surprising that two runners would be taking essentially the same routes through the seed.
And Jisame's back in the light world, going ahead to take out Trodorm.
Yeah, who wouldn't? Everyone likes to take out Trolldorm. So I imagine that we will see Pink Kitty Rose here do a pedestal check when she comes out of this next entrance in Skull Woods. She does have
Most
the mirror
likely.
and the book, so...
Yeah, you're already here, so usually most runners who have those items just go ahead and do it, because it makes sense since you're right here.
Oof.
So, quick check to get out of the way. Oh, ooh, I thought Pinky Rose was doing it snatched.
Yeah, she did well avoiding that, but she did take a couple hits. She is taking quite a few hits here from the Gibdos and the trap.
I think she was setting up for Death Warp, but the Wild Crawler kind of grabbed her first.
No, we will not be seeing a pedestal check from Pink Kitty Rose.
Oh,
She is
that's gonna
noping out of
hurt.
there.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt Pink Kitty Rose later on.
Okay, so Chisame also now going to be checking East Death Mountain in the Dark World. Quake is the medallion needed for Turtle Rock, so that is vanilla. It's a nice, tasty vanilla.
So far, the only thing Bombos is good for is Ice Palace.
Yep.
And a Hookshot Cave so far as 20 rupees. And a fall
And
down
as
the
usual-
pit.
And as usual, there's nothing good on the floating island, I don't recall. So,
I don't
Hookshot
think-
Cave looking to be a bust here, and
Wow.
it is.
Hype Cave was better than that.
We shall see what awaits us here in Super Bunny Cave, but it's looking like Dark Death Mountain is a bit of a bust here today.
You know, one thing saddens me about this. It's not a double dip Ganon. Ganon's Tower. That would have just made this just pure 100%. But that's okay. I got the ped, so I'm good.
I apparently made a mistake about the floating island. Interesting that if it is in fact a sword, interesting that Chisame can't get it because Chisame does not have the mirror.
Oh, look, Pinky Rose is back in the Lost Woods and heading straight for the pedestal. So Pinky
That's a
Rose
smart
is
move.
doing it. So Pinky Rose is now going to be the second runner to find out you have to do everything. Now, if that was me, I would take a few sword swipes and bomb the pedestal and everything in between.
Right, and in Spike Cave we have 3 bombs. Man, we need some progression here, boys and girls.
Well, we can clear Ice Palace. We can clear Thieves Town. Chisame noped out before even checking the first chest in Thieves Town. So Thieves Town could have progression.
It looks like I would surmise that is where Pink Kitty Rose is headed. Is
Oh, that
right
was a good
now
place
is
to put
straight
that
to
portal.
Thieves Town.
You didn't have to go back through Skull Woods. So that was actually a good place to put the portal. Jisame's going to get their mirror right now. Well, we know now that Pink Kitty Rose will fully clear Thieves Town while they're here. Most likely she will.
Can't imagine why not now that she knows that this is a pedestal required seed. She's got everything she needs and has the cape in case she gets in trouble. But we know Pink Kitty Rose's execution. She's not going to get in trouble on blind.
Oh no. She could do the scripted fight with her eyes closed. And she did happen to get the Titan's mitts because she went to the first part of Skull Wood, so she can full clear Ice Palace. So that's 2 dungeons right now she can fully clear. And she can fully clear Hera as well, so she'll need to go. Oh, the only dungeon she can fully clear. Well, no, she can fully clear Swamp Palace, so I better shut up now.
It's all good. And it looks like that might be exactly where Chisame is heading.
And Chisame is going after the crystal. Doesn't know that pendants are required before you can go any further. We might find the bow in one of these pendant dungeons.
Right. Yeah, so we know for a fact we're going to need to find the flute, the bow, the cane of Samaria, all before we can our runners can be in go. But we're going to need all of those. It's also possible. Well, no, we're going to need Quake too because Turtle Rock is the Quake medallion. It's possible that we might have to find Ether as well if Misery Mire is Ether medallion. So lots of things still left to find here. I can't say necessarily that anybody's going on a wrong route here, because if 3 of those items happen to be here in Swamp Palace, then Chisame has definitely made the right choice.
Yeah, right now it's just playing the waiting game. Because that definitely can't tell who would be in the lead right now. There's so much left to do.
Meanwhile, Etium and Hydropower both heading up the Aga Tower here.
I just want to clear up something in chat. Someone asked about why do Aga. Aga was required to get into Dark World because our Dark World access for the hammer and the Titan's mitts were in Dark World. So it's the only way we could get into Dark World to be able to do anything.
That's right.
So this was an Aga with a PED required seed, which we don't get too often.
No, this is very rare. I imagine this is something like a 2.5% or lower chance to get a both pedestal and Aga required seed.
Yeah, you're used to one or the other. You're used to more likely having an Aga seed, and then more rare getting a PED seed. But having both, yeah, it's extremely rare. Now, Chisame's doing the usual choice that most runners make is to leave the left side alone. But me, he already got the map. So, now the first chest. So, there's at least 1 or 2 items over on the left side. So, I would be one to go over to the left side while I'm down there.
Yeah, it's a lot of runners treated as 6-1, half dozen the other. It's only a matter of a few seconds difference, but yeah, I mean that could be the difference between victory and defeat.
Yeah, see, if I get an item in the first chest, then I might not check out the left side, but if I get a map or a compass, usually I go straight for the left side. I only find arrows and the arrow of destiny there in Swamp. The one arrow that will kill Ganon.
And as predicted, Pink Kitty has 0 issues with blind. And blind drops the flute.
Did Pink Kitty even take damage?
No.
I didn't think so. But finding the flute on blind is very good because you can go straight out, mirror, activate it, and go right back into Dark World. Finish up your checks.
Yeah, perfect spot there for flute.
And And Chisame is taking on Argus.
All right, and the goose is loose, boys and girls. Let's see where Pink Kitty Rose decides to go next. A lot of people would run straight to, that's probably where she's going, straight to Meyer Shack. Yep. And the checkerboard cave.
We do have Hookshot and Lantern, so Pink Kitty could dip into Meyer, see what's in there. Can't complete it, but can get into it.
Maybe hoping for some
Oh, it's Bombos.
vanilla Maria. And Meyer is Bombos, so that's one fewer item we have to locate.
And Etienne or Same has their first crystal now and is going back in, check the left side. And it was just bombs and arrows in the shed, so the shed was full of junk today. You see if checkerboard's gonna make up for it. Kind of like my shed, it's just full of junk.
It's like my garage. Now, it would be interesting here is if one of our required items, such as, say, the bow, is actually sitting there in Eastern Palace, and you would have to, say, dip into Palace of Darkness to get the boots, and then go back to Desert Palace to get the bow.
Now we know right now that Skull Woods is a required double dip, so what else could be required double dip?
Hey, you get a double dip, and you get a double dip, and we all get a double dip.
That's the way it's looking. With the pit at Agassiz, double dip already for one dungeon. Double dip so far for the second dungeon for Chisame because they have to go back into the left side. And it looks like we're gonna get another graveyard ledge check from Hydra Power.
Yep.
And Pink Kitty Rose is heading on up Death Mountain. Dark Death Mountain, that is. Going to Hookshot Cave. And it's going to go check Turtle Rock as well. But while they're up here, we got the mirror. Go ahead and take care of your pendant dungeon.
Yep.
And there's the Master Sword.
Yep, that's how Chisame got the Master Sword. It was over there in Super Bunny Cave. Let us see. Left side swamp. Yeah, left side swamp gets the big key, so now we can check the big chest.
I didn't even pay attention that Chisame had the Master Sword.
Yep, and 50 roops. So let us see what's in the big chest in swamp. But other than that, it's going to look like swamp has not a darn thing.
Well, at least having the mirror here, Pink Kitty Rose can go ahead and get Temper Sword.
Yep.
So at least we don't have to worry about a Master Sword silverless Ganon. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
All of our runners do have the silvers, so that wasn't in the cards. But yeah, Master Sword. I'd rather do silverless than Master Sword.
Well, it was just a heart piece to the big chest, so Swamp was a bust. And we're going to get a Bombos tablet check.
Yeah, we're waiting for some more of that progression. And, again, like you mentioned earlier, Shandis, our runners can actually go and complete Ice Palace, but nobody wants to. Yeah,
and the progression could be on Mothula, or well, we don't have access to Turtle Rock yet, but progression could, well, you could get Quake from Mothula. So,
we can actually complete all 3 pendant dungeons at this moment. So,
and Pink Kitty Rose is picking up all the little lives that she can. And I miss Bombos. tablet, but I don't think it was anything.
No, it wasn't. It's kind of like Ether tablet.
Yeah, so both of our tablets were kind of worthless today. Just like our fish and Agina. I mean, it's just not much really going on. All the progression is in the dungeons. You got to complete Ice Palace for any more progression.
Yeah, that's looking like what our runners are going to have to do is do what nobody wants to do, and that is full clear Ice Palace.
And our progression is probably in Ice Palace as well.
Yeah, I'm struggling to think of. I mean, okay, technically you could have to dip into Pod right now and find progression there. We know that there's no progression in Swamp Palace. We don't have the bow, so we know, although we know Armos Knights are holding an item, no one's been able to get it yet. You could dip into Misery Mire, but there are only 2 items in Misery Mire, and there's no guarantee you'd be able to get both of them. So not a lot of like really good high percentage choices for our runners right now, although I might say that Pod seems like perhaps the best option because there's so many accessible treasure chests, but it's also really slow.
And even if it's key locked, they can go out of logic with potion glitch. But it's kind of still looking like a real progression, logic-wise, might be in Ice Palace.
I agree. Ice Palace is probably a better choice because you know you can complete it right now. Even though there are only 3 items in Ice Palace and nobody wants to have to do Ice Palace before they absolutely have to.
Well, Pinky Rose might go ahead and do it after Hera, since Pinky Rose knows that all pendants are required. So they might go ahead and knock it out now just to get it out of the way and get that fire rod.
Yeah, and the fire rod basically opens up, like you were saying, the possibility. You're going to have to do Mothula anyway, and if the progression is on Mothula, that is a pretty quick check.
Yes, as I think I counted right, there's only 2 items found to skull with, so the other item is going to be up either in the small chest up there or on Mothula.
If there were 2 items, there are only 2 in
no, there's
Skull
one.
Woods.
There's only one. I'm sorry.
Okay, there was only 1 found. Okay, that's what I thought. I just thought I'd missed it.
Just missed.
All right, now Pink Kitty heading up for the Troll Dorm, but she has the Tempered Sword, and got robbed. This is why we call it Troll Dorm, boys and girls. Oh,
but Pinky Rose is using the right strats. If you hold your sword out, you do not go over the edge. You can walk right back on. So that was actually the right strat to do. If you don't have your sword out, well, you don't have a chance. You just go bye-bye and go down, have to come back up. Well, with that, Pinky Rose has 2 of the required pendants, which is unusual to say. Oh, Pinky Rose did not check the inside of, I want to say Paradox Cave, but I know it's not it. Spectacle Rock. Boy, that name just completely left me for some reason. Words are hard.
We did have a hint that said the boots are in Pod, so.
Well, Pod could be required double dip to then get the boots and go back to desert to get the right side and find the bow.
Yep. That would be that's Plando levels of double dipping, you know?
It is, but you know, this seed is kind of.
Yeah, are we sure this seed is Plando?
I called it at the beginning. Before this match in Twitch chat, so it's on there. That I said I have a feeling this is going to be a trolley seed today, and it has turned out to be a trolley seed.
Indeed. Let's see what the hint tile in the front of Ice Palace says. A unique item is in Palace of Darkness. Okay.
Well, we know that.
Yeah, we knew that.
And Tommy is going in without the knowledge that it's required anyway, but there's not much else for them to do for them to clear, so we'll see if Tommy decides to actually full clear if they find all 3 items, or if they nope out after all 3 items. So the first one's a big boss key. And Pink Kitty Rose is taking this as long as well. Go ahead and take care of Ice Palace. I had a feeling because that's pretty much the only choice to really do. Go ahead and get your fire right out of the way now.
Yeah.
Since you know exactly where it's at and it's required. That's one item you don't want to forget about.
Yeah.
And to answer something in chat, boots not necessarily required unless progression is on the right side of desert.
Right.
That is the only way boots are required. Or if, of course, the big key is on Bob's torch.
Indeed.
And it's looking like it's possible that this is going to be a required boot seed, but we do not know yet until we actually check it.
So nice that the hook shot takes out those pen gators in one hit.
Yeah, it's one of the best things in the world. You just easy take care of them.
That's my favorite room in the game, that 2 Staphlos room. And 2 Staphlos, 1 bomb.
Now, I can't remember it, but I think this is only the first item of the dungeon that Chisame has found.
I believe that's correct.
So we still got 2 more to go.
Some of an interesting route here through Bombos is underwater. Well, we already found Bombos, so...
Yeah, Bombos is no longer underwater. We rescued
it.
That's right. Rescued it, gave it CPR, and brought it back to life.
So meanwhile, it's just between Pink Kitty and Chisame right now as far as who's going to find the next progression item. And of course, both having to full clear the one dungeon that nobody likes to full clear. That is Ice Palace.
Yeah, usually if you have to go in here, you just want to go in, go mode it, and get it out.
Yeah,
and there's our second item. So
not looking good.
Like I said, is Chisame gonna complete it since it's a pendant? Because they don't know the knowledge about the ped yet.
Well, for Chisame's sake, I guess we better hope that the final item is Cold Stare then.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. It would be terrible for Chisame having to full clear to find that out, but it would be good because that pendant's going to be required. So far, there's the map. Okay. Well, we found the map compass, so in the big key chest is the last item. Unless, of course, it could be a small key.
Yeah, it could be a key, and then that item on Cold Stare. But usually that small key is found on Cold Stare.
Yeah, that's the way it normally goes. But time to find out. Oh,
there's the
luckily, luckily the last item is on Cold Stare, so that's gonna make it. Chisame's gonna be relieved when they find out that pet is required. Chisame, where are you going?
Iced tea room.
Oh yeah.
So Chisame used a bomb jump to clear the rest of the dungeon. So now, iced tea room. So okay, so hydropower is actually picking up Jeremiah now. I have not seen. Nobody has seen what the dwarves or the lunchbox have in store for us today. I missed what ATM saw in Grove Cave, but
Iced tea room was the third item. But Chisami's not backing out, so it is a green pendant too, so
yeah,
it does give you more of a want to be able to clear it.
yeah, absolutely. Because you'd hate to go through it and have that green pendant be important.
And if I caught it right, because I caught it the last second as hydropower was leaving, that was a heart piece in the hammer bag.
Yep.
And
quack on the blacksmiths.
Oh, they were metalsmiths today.
Hydropower going the long way with the.
You know, that's kind of a bad
lunchbox
thing
here.
because most people don't like doing Jeremiah too often. But you see them do it later, so that's going to be, depending on when they check that, be able to find Quake for their Mire access. Or, sorry, Turtle Rock access.
The pucker factor is high here for Chisame. Two hearts. And I know they have red mail, but they are having to hammer cold stare.
They have a fairy. Two fairies, in fact.
Okay.
I don't think they used the first one. Oh, and Chisame did not need to use the fairy in the bottle.
Nicely done.
Well, you know, Chisame, we're going to have a talk about that. I don't like them going on low hearts and fighting bosses like that. Kind of make me worry, like I'm worried about my child or something. Yeah, and hydropower took the long way to go to Cave 45. Which I missed thanks to Chisame's rude boss fight. Ooh, Swagnet. So I would be using the Swagnet stress on Naga too, but that's me.
Of course not.
Chisame is taking that hint and going straight over towards pods, going to turn in the green pendant as well. Pinky Rose now able to get the pedestal, but so check over here at Hype Cave first.
Yes, Pink Kitty knows that knows what's on the pedestal, so
you know there's so much going on between these four runners.
Yeah. But Pink Kitty also knowing that even if she were to go grab the fire rod right now, it still looks like a dip into pod would be fruitful at this time. But let us see, what is the green pendant? It is the powder. We don't know yet if that's important or not.
Pink Kitty at least picked up their red mail, so now we got a red bow in the sprite's hair. Looks like some kind of fairy.
All right, Chisame is going to go ahead and dip into Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, get them boots so they can go fast. And Etium's already there without that knowledge, and we see a key, so it is not bow locked. Well, at least the front part. Wouldn't matter anyway. I'm sure all these runners know how to do the potion glitch. Fun thing about pod, front part you're going to find mainly all keys.
Yep, that's why Dr. Poptastic refers to it as Mullet Mansion. Business in the front, party in the back.
Exactly. I forgot last time when I was commentating and Dr. Bob was racing. I forgot to call pod that time.
And
Kane of Samaria.
And that's gotta be Kane! That's gotta be Kane! So now our runners have access to full clear Misery Mire.
So that was actually those 2 hints. One was for the cane and one was for the boots. You know, even though Chisame does not know about that PED check, they're still making pretty good choices so far. And they do
Agreed,
not
and
know it.
There's that potion glitch you were referring to. Chisame's going to press on here in Palace of Darkness.
Oh, you know what would be mean though? If the boots is on Helmisar.
Indeed.
Because it just says it's in pod. It does not say where in pod, so it could be on Helmisar and it could be bow locked.
So, man, this is, here we are, hour 5 minutes in, and it's still not clear that anybody really has a lead at this point.
It could be anybody's game. Granted, 2 of them have 3 dungeons. One has 2 dungeons, and one has 4. It still can go any way right now.
And there are the boots.
Oh, they were not hidden behind Helmisar. That's a good thing for Chisame. Now Chisame can go fast. They can quickly make their way over to the pedestal and check it. And a lucky 777 rupees after coming out of that room. Pink Kitty Rose is going ahead and checking the left side now instead of having a double dip back, which we found out really wasn't worth it, but at least it's peace of mind.
Exactly. And when you're running a seed like this, you don't have the luxury of skipping items.
No, because the way it's been going, you need to check everywhere you can.
Absolutely. So Chisame noping out of there, but also has a couple places to check, like Magic Bat, because we did find the powder on Green Pendant, and also Chisame has not finished enough dungeons to get the fire rod yet.
Well, we get to see King's Tomb now, swarming with ghosts thanks to Aghanim. Well, it's our 3rd shield.
So Mirror Shield was available, which leads me to believe that we might be seeing some progression on Laser Bridge. Of course, if you hang out in my chat, the answer is always Laser Bridge.
It's always Laser Bridge. It really is. It's always Laser Bridge. I completely agree with that.
So does your dog, apparently.
Yep.
And there's
Mel's
the
here.
bow in Bonk Rocks. So wow.
Double dip required pod to get the bow from Bonk Rocks. Wow.
I'd be that excited if I was your puppy too, man.
Yeah, puppy loves this race.
But that's what a sequence there. Chisame finally checking Lumberjack, seeing that there's nothing there, may now have the clue that perhaps this is a pedestal seed.
Yeah, the way it's going, it's looking that way anyway, so it's time to go find out to be sure. Hydropower decided to get rid of the B in the bottle. It's going to buy a potion, probably for the potion glitch in pod.
And Chisame just totally disrespecting that shield sitting there waiting for them in the Lost Woods, just walking right past it.
That's just rude. You pick up one shield, you're required to pick up the other ones just laying on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. If it's right there, but the disdain.
Well, it looks like we got a lot to talk about after school with Chisame. And since
Yeah,
Chisame now knows it's pedestal required, going to go straight for the Tower of Hera and get that or pedestal or pendant. There we go.
Yeah.
One of those words.
And Chisame now just regretting not checking Ped earlier. Then again, I don't know if they could have, but still.
And I missed, but Edion, after they found the boost stuff, got out and went straight for Bonk Rocks and has the bow as well. And with the bow, Meyer just became extremely easy.
Yeah, absolutely. Silver arrows on Vidi.
And same for the Armos Knights.
Yeah.
Those two matches, if you blink, you're going to miss what's happening.
Absolutely.
Which apparently just happened on Argus too, because Pink Kitty Rose made extremely quick work of Argus.
Yeah, when you got tempered or above, Argus relatively academic.
And it took out Argus, and that little bit of time I was talking about Vitreous in Argus Knights. Well, now we get to see what's on Helmasaur.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Kind of surprised that Etienne has not decided to go to Ice Palace yet, because Etienne knows that it is required for Ped.
Yeah, but until Etienne is in a position where the Fire Rod is gating dungeons, there's really no urgent need to head to Ice Palace. Oh, and we have a sword upgrade on Helmasaur? I think that's what I saw.
I believe it is. Restream confirms it was a sword upgrade.
Nice.
Well, no, Master Sword's still there.
No, I believe Etienne went into that. No, I believe Etienne went into that fight with the Fisher Price sword.
Oh wow! I figured Etienne's already been to right side of Death Mountain, Paradox Cave. So. I guess not.
So I'm going to very quickly finish up Eastern Palace here. Always nice when you can just back-to-back either Pod and Eastern or Misery Mire and Desert, because their entrances are in the exact same spot, so you can just mirror out, go straight to the next dungeon.
Yeah, those dungeon combos are real nice. Especially when you got to do them all anyway.
Right. Yeah, this is an all dungeon seed, so...
It looks like Pink Kitty Rose will be getting Quake here very shortly. Don't look like Jeremiah is going on much of a world tour today. Oh, well, you know what? Pink Kitty Rose just shut me up.
I think she realized she hadn't hit up Bombable Hut, because she kind of noped out a Village of Outcasts early.
It may not be a big world tour, but it's still a small bit of it. More than Jeremiah's used to. Being stuck behind those rocks, you don't get to see much of the world.
Yeah. Didn't get to share his wine with anybody, that mighty fine wine. We will find out now the answer to everyone else's question. What is on Armos Knights?
As I said, pay attention, because this fight's going to go by so quick, you don't know what's going on.
Yep.
It's one thing I love about the silver arrows going into Argus or Armos Knights. It's just such an easy fight.
Etienne just shot that arrow probably like 2 frames too early. Those damn Igors.
And good thing about having silver arrows too. It don't really matter where you stand set up, but you know they're kind of trolling Edium today.
Yeah. It's all right, though. They're gone. Just a piece of fart on Armos Knights, though. But they do drop that all-important crystal.
Which, of course, is just as required as the Penance Seed. I'm sorry, I love saying that. It's great having that pet required seed. It looks like you got someone in chat typing out the lyrics to that song.
That's right. Joy to the world. Three Dog Night.
It's a very good song.
Yeah. Let's see. Looks like Pink Kitty is going to go pull the pedestal and probably just complete Skull Woods while she's here. Can't say I blame her. It's exactly what I would do. So you can mirror right in front of the pedestal and then just drop right in and exterminate that moth. Everyone's least favorite boss in the game. Chisame about to finish up pod here.
Also, a good thing about having the silver arrows is Helmasaur, once you get that mask off, is easy one-shot kill.
As long as he's not moving.
Yeah, he does have those moments where he decides as soon as you take that mask off to run around like a chicken with its head cut off. Or a chicken that just got bombed. As we see all the time in the chicken hut. And there's our head pull. Such a glorious musical tune.
And now Pink Kitty Rose has the laser stick.
So now Pink Kitty Rose is 2 items really away from go mode. Because boots are not required since we have found the bow and the Cane of Samaria.
But you have to have the boots to get the bow.
Oh yes, right. So boots are required, so that is right, duh. So it is 3 items away from go mode. Thank you. I seem to always miss something.
That's why we have 2 commentators.
Yep. And trackers to help keep us all on our toes.
Absolutely. Shout outs to our trackers today, Type and Melee Wizard. Darn, four-way race, tough to track, but they're doing a heck of a job.
Especially with as crazy it was at the beginning, of them all going different ways, finding so much stuff.
Indeed. Looks like Hydropower will finally be hitting up.
Nope, Hydropower said no.
Just finished Ice Palace.
Oh.
So now, yeah.
Hydropower did not even check PED yet, but they got now they're gonna go pull it anyway. Because I don't recall Hydropower checking it.
I think they did.
They did. But, I must have missed it. Boy, did Pink Kitty Rose fight Mothiel, or was the crystal just laying on the ground? Because I completely missed that fight.
Yeah, she brought a bug zapper with her.
And I went to look at chat to see if anything was said, and I looked back, and she's already got the crystal in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
Nice thing of having Fire Rod and Temper Sword. And you have all these items, you just knock everybody out.
Yeah, it's not going to be long now before Pink Kitty Rose is in go mode. She has warped over to the pod side. We know she will find the Cane of Samaria and the boots over here in pod, so will not be long before she hits go mode.
Yeah, normally you nope out and save and quit. If you found the boots, you go straight to the chapel and go ahead and knock out Bonk Rocks, because that's the quickest check you can get with those boots.
Now, she may decide to to just delve into the dungeon as far as she can, though, to minimize the amount of backtracking she'll have to do on the second trip.
Well, yeah, she'll go through like the others did. Go through, find all the stuff they can, and then get out. As long as Pink Kitty Rose does not use the mirror and flute to desert, we are okay. If she saves and quits, then she's going to Bonk Rocks.
It looks like Chisame may be going to go ahead and hit up Thieves Town, and then pull the pedestal. Hydropower obviously has their fire rod and is on the way to extinguish the bug.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I was talking about choices of Pink Kitty Rose, I think I've watched her quite a few times, and kind of know probably what she's going to do. And Argus is down for Etium.
Yeah, Master Sword Argus, not terribly fun. You do have to hit each of the little puffs twice with the Master Sword, but it's better than having to do the menu boss.
Yeah, 'cause when it's swordless, it is such an annoying battle to have to keep on switching. It's nice when you can get two of those little clouds with you and hammer them both at the same time.
And the moth just hanging out up top there for Hydropower.
Yep, Moth's not being nice to Hydropower, so I'll be able to catch that fight.
Yeah, but it's dead now. The only good moth is a dead moth.
That's what we have, as you refer to it, bug zappers are around.
Yeah. And Pink Kitty finding the big red cane downstairs in pod as well.
Chisame, yeah, let's say the chat already got it. Chisame did check pedestal finally, so all runners do know that it's required.
Looks like Hydropower gonna head on to Swamp now. Interesting choice.
Needs to go to pet or pod.
Yeah, this may end up slowing him down.
But as we see, all of our other runners, well, with the exception of Etium, did pod or did swamp before pod.
I can't say
and you got 5 items to find, so
exactly.
You know,
although, gosh,
it's not full clearable right now.
Yeah, if Hydra had gone to pod first, he'd be able to go mode swamp, which would really help. But
you can't blame him for going to swamp, though. Really?
Oh no, not in the slightest bit.
I mean, we know that pod is the right choice, but when you don't know, yeah, I'd probably do the same thing because you can fully clear it. Etium's going to find their few rupees and find out that the big chest was just a waste of time here as well. All of our runners went through the full clear swamp.
See where Pink Kitty Rose flutes
Don't
off
do
to.
it. Don't do it. Oh, going to Death Mountain. I did not see that coming. Going to Turtle Rock, I guess.
You can certainly understand the choice. What's the trolliest place that darn bow could be? Yeah, Turtle Rock.
Laser Bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, this is not at all a bad decision. Not only that, even if you are in go mode when you go to Turtle Rock, you can't really shave that much time off of a Turtle Rock clear, given the average item layout and distribution in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, and it looks like we will get to see what's at least on the right side of desert from Etium.
Yeah, we do unfortunately know that it's not going to be progression.
Which, yeah, I was gonna say I don't know why Etium. Well, they're looking for Quake. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're not in go mode yet, or because they haven't put pedestal, of course, too, but they haven't found Quake.
Yeah, we've already had 3 forfeits from this race, and
Oh wow.
yeah, I'm wondering. I'm wondering if they knew where their competitors were. I wonder if they still would have forfeited because this is a heck of a seed right here.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised about the forfeit. Probably went through searching everywhere, then finally went to Ped and found out it was Ped, and you kind of wasted your time, and you're like, I don't want to go through it again. Or like me, dog decided to bark and ruined everything.
It didn't ruin anything. Just added to the points we were making. It's kind of like that exclamation on our commentary.
He actually ended up barking at the right time.
All right, so Etium just finding rupees on the right side of desert.
Time to go pull your pedestal.
Oh, yeah, for Chisame. Now Chisame still has to.
Etium. Go pull the pedestal, and they're going to probably head up Turtle, or still can't do Turtle Rock. But it's going to clear out.
Has Etium completed Ice Palace?
Etium hasn't even done any of Skull Woods, because Etium still does not have the Titan Spits.
Yeah.
So it might be a combo here now.
Oh, so Chisame has completed Thieves Town. Okay.
Yeah, Chisame did complete it.
Okay. And there we are. And the moth shall go down on Chisame's screen as well.
And once Chisame found out that it was Ped required, went straight back for Hera and Thieves Town. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you.
It's all good.
And Argus is down for Hydra power. Now, the only thing keeping these runners from finding out who's going to be go mode first.
You've got to think Hydra Power's next move is Mirror, Flute to 5, and then Pod and Eastern.
Yep.
Hydra's got to check left side swamp though.
Chisame and Etium both need Quake for go mode, and Pink Kitty Rose needs the bow for go mode. So we'll see who does either Jeremiah or Punk Rocks first.
I would assume that after Turtle Rock, the way she's playing, Pink Kitty Rose will probably head to Misery Mire. It gets a dungeon out of the way, and according to what she knows right now, that bow is just as likely to be in Misery Mire as anywhere else.
Yeah, right now it's just dungeons to get them done.
Yep. I'm not certain. I don't know if she already dipped into Eastern Palace. If she did, she's already been into Pod, and she knows Pod is bow locked.
I don't think she did because she went through Sarashula on her way to Pod, and right after Pod was straight to Turtle Rock.
Fair point. Did Hydra just flood the key?
Yes.
Oh wait, no, you can't. I'm sorry, you can't flood the key if you went through and beat the dungeon already. So we're good.
Well, don't have a key, so.
Right, but he's on his second trip through the dungeon. He's just checking left side.
That's right.
All right, so it looks like Etium is heading on into Mire. we all know that this is a pretty decent play. Except Etienne is still looking for Quake, so they will be full clearing Meyer. So again, Meyer, one of those dungeons where Go Mode Vice, full clear generally doesn't make that much difference unless you get what we affectionately refer to as the God Meyer, the big key in one of the first two chests.
Which Sasami is the first one into Meyer, so we will find out if it is a God Meyer.
Pink Kitty, just blink and you miss it. She full clears Laser Bridge there. Just really impressive skill and nice swag dash with the cane, and even hits the blocks so that she has invincibility frames and doesn't run into that pokey. Very nicely done. Much swag.
As you said, you blink and miss it. I did blink, and I only caught the last chest. And it looks like Pinky Rose is going to make a quick work of Trinex as well. So you blink, you miss this one too. Pinky Rose is definitely one of those runners that knows how to just knock them out without even thinking about it.
Yeah, her execution is top notch.
It really is. She's one of the top runners overall. And I missed the first chest, but we are about to see it on the restream, and it is half magic.
That's one of those items that nobody will ever really turn down.
No, it definitely helps, especially with the Ganon fight. Having to use Fire Rod if you miss the fire glitch.
Yeah. So
I can't think.
Let's
exactly
see.
What it's called. All right, Pink Kitty, where are you going now? Meyer.
Yep. It's the logical choice.
It is.
It's the highest percentage choice.
It is. It's just hard that when you know where they should go, it seems like it's like, why are you doing that? You need to go here. But of course, they don't know. If you're in their shoes, think about it. Yeah. And it looks like Sasami is taking a no right now on the cutscene room. Going to try to hopefully find what they need outside of the cutscene room.
Yeah, I see a lot of runners. There are only 2 items in Misery, so a lot of times you will see runners just full clear everything but the cutscene room, and just playing the odds, because that cutscene is like 20 seconds in and of itself.
Oh,
so if you go down, complete the dungeon, and Vidi has the second item, you come out on top.
Yeah. We got the red boomerang, but yeah, it makes perfect sense. Especially if you found the big key already, you really try not to go over there. And they skipped that chest, so I guess they found the 2 items.
Yeah, it was blue and red boomerang, I believe, in Misery Mire.
No, the blue boomerang was in Turtle Rock. Pink Kid found that in the big key chest.
That's right. Still, I believe, yes, Jasame did find the other item.
Yeah, because they're skipping it. I think it was Rupee, but...
Oh, it was half magic. God bless. We already... Man, we are fired, Shannon.
Yep.
We are fired.
We have 2 commentators to catch stuff like that for one commentator messing up, but both commentators mess up like that. Man. Hey, forgive us. We've had a long week. Thanksgiving week's a long week.
Yeah.
That's what I'm blaming it on. That's my excuse for this week. Next week, I have to figure out another excuse.
Yeah, I haven't even been drinking any scotch yet. It's not even 2 p.m. my time yet.
Well, it's afternoon, so have at it.
As chat asks, can we get a refund for your free and optional entertainment? Absolutely. Please
no,
accept
absolutely
this refund.
not. No refunds. I don't give refunds. You want a refund, you should have went to Walmart.
Yeah, where's your receipt?
And here's our quick vitreous fight. That is true. Chat is just confirmed it. Chat is the secret third commentator. That is true. If it wasn't for chat, sometimes, yeah, we'd miss a lot of stuff. Trackers help out a ton. We try to catch stuff to help out the trackers. They catch stuff to help us out. You know, sometimes we just have a moment.
With me, it's a senior moment, so.
Oh, there's our mirror shield. So even though nothing was on mirror bridge or laser bridge, it's now in logic. Thank you, Etium, for actually going out of your way and getting all the shields. Still waiting for the good cane. Oh, go ahead.
It's okay. Chad asks, which is faster, Cape plus butter Vidi or Silvers? I'm gonna have to go with Silvers.
Silvers, yeah, Silvers is definitely faster.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Now, I was gonna say, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, you were going to make a comment about the Cane of Berna and it being better than the Cane of Samaria, which it's okay to be wrong, Shandus. Just don't revel in your wrongness.
No, that's the best cane to get. It really is. You got invincibility plus damage with it.
And Pink Rose says, I will take the damage on Vitreous. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll pull the cape out to take out Vitreous, though.
Nice. So there's a little known bug in the game that Pink Kitty Rose just took advantage of, that when the cape is activated and you are swinging your sword, the magic meter does not decrement. So the more you and the faster you can swing your sword, the slower your magic will drain while you are while you have the cape activated.
And also with that too, which is a little bit more known, but if you hold on to a wall, the magic will not drain at all. So that's a good thing to have for Tower. And yes, the blue cane does have free lag on it, but it trumps lag because it does damage and invincibility. It's great, perfect weapon to use against blind.
And as chat pointed out, Hydra Power is actually our first runner to activate Go mode.
Yeah, that is right. Hydra Power is in Go mode. Snuck up on us with that.
Yep. Now he does face a 2-dungeon deficit, however, to Pink Kitty Rose, but Pink Kitty Rose, well, once she finds that bow, it's off to the races for her.
And I'm sure after this desert check, there's not much else for Pink Kitty Rose, so Pink Kitty Rose is going to probably go that way. But you gotta save and quit first, the quickest way. Okay, now where are you going, Pink Kitty Rose?
Chisame actually has all dungeons complete except Turtle Rock. However, Chisame does not have the Quack Medallion yet. So this is going to be close.
Look where Chisame's going. And Chisame was the one that did not know about the Ped Seed for the longest time. And here we see Chisame is about to jump right in the lead with this.
But Pink Kitty Rose's checks, or 2 dungeons that are left, are basically an 1/8 of Pod plus Desert. So as soon as she finds her bow, which she is about to find right now, they're going to be off to the races. But I got between she and Chisame, I've got to give Pink Kitty Rose the advantage here.
Yeah, we're about to see. Pink Kitty Rose gets the right there. Go mode first. This has turned into a massive race now.
Yeah, and right behind her now, Chisame is going to be in go mode as well. Still think it's advantage PKR.
And it was funny that Chisame was the last one to know about it being all dungeons. So I had to double dip a couple of the, or at least Turtle Rock, but really caught up, snuck up on us, and caught up quick. And that's the bad thing right now. But having the pod Eastern Palace combo, it's gonna make it easy.
Yeah.
Just a quick mirror out and straight to Armos Knights. So yeah, right now, because somebody's still having to make their way to Turtle Rock to unlock it. So I'm still waiting on that before they can get into the dungeon. And you gotta go through, as you said earlier, most of Turtle Rock before you find the big key just to be able to clear it.
Yeah.
Even go mode it, still most of it you gotta clear out anyway. Pink Kitty Rose just showing off that execution, taking them out real quick.
All right, so just now opening Turtle Rock. Meanwhile, Pink Kitty Rose is almost done with. All she's got to do is run downstairs and kill Helmasaur now.
And this guy's, oh, that's right. She needed to check the chest to get the key, though. I was like, I wonder why she was checking the chest, but that makes sense. Need the key. Boy, I love those silver arrows on the red mimics.
Just the silver arrows in general are just incredibly satisfying.
They are. Except in hard mode. Hard mode, man, you wish for those silver arrows at times. And right now we have Hydra Power go moding Eastern Palace, but still has Mire and Turtle Rock to do.
Yep. Although we see Hydropower does have butter, so that makes too much of a difference, but it is nice to have.
It is nice to have, but tempered Ganon still is very quick. Pink Kitty, you can't go in the side of the door. You have to go right into the middle. I do it myself all the time. Bonk on the door. Helmasaur is just nothing to PKR right now.
Yeah. Red Mail, what is that, 16 hearts? Yeah, I think she's fine.
Didn't even pull out the bow. You got Temper Sword to just slash away. And Etium gets their final pendant. Now Etium can go get the pedestal, which, unless they go to Mire, that's the only choice they have now is to pull the ped.
No reason not to do Mire right now, but
they're gonna go get the ped.
Yeah.
Yep, go up there and get your portal. That's one good thing about it being Fire Rod, because you can portal right there, get your Fire Rod, and go right back into Skull Woods and knock it out.
Yep. All right, so Pink Kitty Rose just starting Eastern Palace now. Chisame here in Turtle Rock.
One benefit Chisame has, though, and one benefit Chisame has over Pink Kitty Rose is Chisame's already up to the top in Dark World at the top of Death Mountain.
Yep.
I mean, it's still a close race, and it's going to come down to basically who does left side, who does right side, and who finds the big key first.
We shall certainly see.
It's coming down to the wire, folks.
And Chisame now navigating the fire bar room. They can completely skip Laser Bridge, so that's going to be helpful.
Yep. Don't need the keys. You have a key. So they're going to be entering the boss rooms close to the same time.
So looks like Chisame is actually going to be getting to Ganon's tower first.
Well, it seems how A, this is a daily race. B, Chisame's going to get there really quick. I'm going to go ahead and ask, which location do you think the big key is going to be in today?
Well, I mean, lucky number 13 is always my choice.
And that's what I figured. You change it up today?
Nah, I'm not going to change it up.
Keep 13? I'm going to stick with one I usually choose. I usually pick 8. 8's usually my number. Even though Tower Rube, it might be Tower Rube the way the seed's going, but we'll just have to see.
That's true. That would be fitting. That would be like the trifecta, right? Pedestal, Aga, Tile Room seed. That would make this like the ultimate troll seed.
Or almost nice, because then it'll be all bosses seed.
That's fair.
So we'll just have to wait and see, and we won't have to wait too long because Chisame is about to enter Ganon's tower. Yes, these do not count for the big key game. That's only for the tournaments. We just do this for fun on the dailies. And with that, Pink Kitty has their final crystal.
So 146.30, Chisame enters Ganon's tower. So we'll see when Pink Kitty Rose enters. And our first two chests, we have a key and a key. So almost certainly going to be right side for Chisame here.
One key is possible. 2 keys, you're just going to go ahead and go right side.
And yeah, after seeing this seed, I can say that I am glad that I decided to commentate rather than run it.
Yeah, me too. I woke up this morning wanting to run, but I said I was going to commentate if needed. I'm glad I needed to commentate because I'd rather be watching this than running it. Well, there's 3, 4 is a green rupee, 5 is a bloopy, 6 is a piece of heart.
And chat says, "Oh, 2 keys, big key is on torch." Then, fair.
But yeah,
fair.
Yeah, fair. I can't really say anything about that.
So is Chisame gonna go full right?
Yep, Chisame is doing full right.
This is not something you see every day, boys and girls. This would be awesome if it ends up working out for them.
Usually after the 6th chest, they go straight to the left side.
All right, we'll see when. So Chisame entered at 146.30. So we'll see what time Pink Kitty Rose enters.
After we do our cutscene.
148.26. So just about 2 minutes separating those our two runners who are in Ganon's tower. Oh, hey, we got Fungus in Ganon's tower.
Yeah, I just want to say hi to Bob real quick. Hey, Bob.
Hi. We should say hi to Bob.
Yeah, you can't make him feel lonely.
No.
All right, to 7, 8, and 9 coming up. 7, we have a red rupee. 8, a small key, and 9, a bottle. There's our 4th and final bottle.
All right, so looks like now, unless it's Tile Room, Pink Kitty Rose is in the driver's seat right now for the moment. Obviously, this is Ganon's tower. Anything can happen.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Pink Kitty Rose is doing Dark Magician strats. This is not going to work out for her.
There's 10, 11, 12, 13. So both of us are out for our little game.
To be fair, 13 is normally the last chest in Randomizer room, but that's okay.
And 8's normally, if they go left side, this room down here, Firebar room. So let's see. Not that one. Where is our big key? Could it be tile room?
This would be amazing if it were. I'm holding out for tile room now.
Yes, we got 14 locations out of the way so far, so get your key. Not gonna get your key? Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. The key's down there. Never mind. Going back to the left side, so at least PKR did not do full right. There's 15. There's the blue cane. Just in time to use it on Ganon.
Cane of lag.
All right, 15, 16, 17, 18 coming up. There it is in 15. Pinky Rose is right behind with it.
So it's now going to come down to the gauntlet. Chisame in the lead here, but by mere seconds. The gauntlet can be a game changer, quite literally here. So,
especially with Chodorn 2. Seen plenty of runners fall down Chodorn 2.
Absolutely, and as they're pointing out, that was chest number 18.
No, Shane, this can't count. That's
okay.
right. Orthodox.
It's all right. I feel your pain. I'm a lawyer because I can't do math.
Yeah, numbers are hard. So are words. Words and numbers are hard. So, give me a break.
It's true.
Yeah,
I'm pointing out.
Yep.
If Troll Dorm 2 is the ether, PKR will have 100% items.
Well, PKR decided not to get the 2 shields.
Fair point.
And did not go full right, so does not have mushroom. Or did PKR get mushroom?
She got mushroom.
Okay.
Wait, or did she? I don't know. Not that it really matters. But what matters now is who gets through the gauntlet first.
It's who gets trolled by Chodorn.
Yep. But Chisame is doing quite well here. Does not get a perfect landmost fight, but gets a good one. And him dashing on Vidi with the butter or with the temper sword, pretty nifty. And Chisame doing very well on the climb up Ganon's tower.
And there's the 0 cycle for Pinky Rose. Oh, nope. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Had 1 cycle.
So same
same
fight at landmost for those 2 runners.
Yeah, the first one decided to be a snake and dodge.
That was close. Pink Kitty Rose almost missed the perfect 4 Wizrobe room.
I just wanted to point out too, even though you called out the 3 forfeits earlier, we still do not have a first place with finisher, so we could have it here on the restream.
I imagine
and second.
Yeah. Although there are some pretty strong players in here that are not being restreamed. So
Yeah.
We'll just wait and see.
This is a close race all around right now.
All right, Chisame heading up to Aga 2. Pink Kitty Rose, I think, has made up a significant portion of those 2 minutes she was behind.
Hydropower is finishing up Turtle Rock as Etium is entering Turtle Rock. So they'll be getting their final crystal here soon. And it's a double. Single, so 2-1.
Yeah, very, very quick Landmo 2 or Moldworm 2 for Pink Kitty Rose.
There you go, 2-1-1 on Aga. 2-1-1-2. Not bad for Aga 2. Especially with the angles that they were kind of sitting at too. Time to fight the big pig.
Pink Kitty getting double first round on Aga 2. Nice triple.
Well,
And
that just definitely made up some time for Pink Kitty.
so Chisame's going to have to play this perfectly in order to be able to kill Ganon in the same amount of time that Pink Kitty Rose will. Because if you notice, Chisame does not have the Butter Sword. You can kill Ganon just as fast with the Tempered Sword as with the Butter, but you have to do it nearly perfectly, and I did not count enough to know if Chisame did it. And they did.
Yes, they did. Phase 3. As Pink Kitty Rose enters Phase 1. Well, it's not too often you get a Tempered versus Butter fight at the same time on Ganon.
True.
Oh yes, we found your arrows. They weren't hiding too well. And there's that torch glitch.
Oh my. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I thought that was going to be a triple.
Oh, they got it. Chisame, do not walk off the edge.
Yeah.
Finishing up. Open the door. Walk through the door. And with that, Pink Kitty, wrong name. Chisame has finished in first place with a time of 1 hour and 57 minutes. Official SRL time. 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 13 seconds.
Wow. Pink Kitty Rose does get the triple.
Wow.
Wow.
Pink Kitty was not playing around with that.
No, not at all.
With that, Pink Kitty Rose is finished in second place with a time of 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 38 seconds. Just a mere 25 seconds behind Chisame.
Very nicely done.
Wow. Let's see if we can get these runners in here for a nice chat. And joining us now, we have Chisame. Hey, Chisame, GG on that match. Congratulations on first place.
GG's.
That was, whew. We were worried about you because you were the only one out of the 3 streamers that did not check the pad early. But you still turned around, checked it, and made a great comeback.
I had a creeping suspicion it was not only an Aga seed, but a ped seed. That's why I decided to check it in the middle of all those overworld checks.
Yeah, it was definitely helped you out. You checked it then because, like I said, you made a real quick comeback. And just 25 seconds after you did it, Pink Kitty Rose was right behind you.
Yeah, I felt like if I checked any other test, I would have cost it. But whew, GG's, it was real close. That was actually a really fun seed.
Yes, what'd you think about the fire rod hiding on the pad once you finally found out?
You have to do bombos, ice palace, ew.
Yeah, that's true. And you didn't know about the pad, and nobody could actually just go mode it. Everybody had to full clear it, and yeah, with the bombos, yeah, it was kind of painful.
I guess the only thing that could have wasted a bit more time is if you found Quake early, since I managed to find Quake after Fire Rod.
And
That was one contributing factor. Was that Pink Rose actually did Turtle Rock first, and while you were doing Turtle Rock, she was going through Pod and Eastern and had the Death Mountain climb. She actually made up a minute and a half of the time difference. You entered Ganon's Tower 2 minutes ahead of her, but y'all only finished 30 seconds apart.
speaking of Pink Kitty Rose has joined us now. GG on race PKR.
I'm surprised by this type of results. I mean, I made pretty much every mistake physically possible to waste as much time as
Yay!
possible.
No, you
Uh-oh.
actually made logical choices, really.
Yeah,
But even just like, this is just another scene that came down to, did you go to Pod after Aga? No.
Nope.
Well, say goodbye to like 15 minutes. Woo, there
Nobody
goes.
did that. Nobody went to Pod right after Aga, so don't.
Yeah, that much is clear from the results. Nobody did it,
Yeah.
'cause otherwise somebody would have been done a while ago.
Yeah. And you jumping in, instead of going into Bonk Rocks, you going in to finish up Desert and Mire and Turtle Rock. Well, that was logical choices because you didn't know the bow was hiding right there, Bonk Rocks.
Yeah, to come down to the second last of my locations, even after getting the pet red like that, like, to have the pet item lock nothing is like the worst feeling when the pendant dungeons are all empty as well, because then people can just read it later after they've found everything else.
well,
So it's just like, this scene was just all kinds of infuriating. And to get the boots in 1 hour and 20 minutes when they were freely available after Aga. Ugh.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I can't put the commentator's curse on y'all at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, you really did.
Because I was kind of saying I had a feeling it was going to be a trolley race, and I had a feeling. And I called Ped and I called Aga, and it happened to be right. So y'all can blame me for that.
Even when we're not playing all dungeons, we're still playing all dungeons. Ah!
Of course.
Jisame, I need to have a chat with you for not picking up that shield just laying right there, and
no.
doing Cold Stare with just 2 hearts. I don't care if you had a fairy in a bottle. You just made us get a little bit of a puckered moment right there.
I wanted to have fun this seed. I was trying to avoid CAC too. I was saying it in IRC, but I was hoping we could skip CAC this seed, but it was just loaded.
If only I'd not done my usual GT routing this time.
Did you go full right too?
She did the
No,
black
I stopped.
black magician strats.
I stopped at Compass Room, turned back around, it was in rando. If I went full left, I'd be good, but oh well.
I went full right. I felt so bad.
Played some of the time difference there. 'Cause I checked a lot of places. I accidentally forgot the Thieves Town big chest, so that didn't help.
I skipped 4 overworld locations.
Yeah, we're about ready to see here shortly y'all's completion rate, and yeah, kind of excited to see how many y'all actually had checked, because you full cleared almost every dungeon.
Yep.
I mean, this was, if you had found Ether, PKR, your tracker board would have been completely lit up.
Where was Swagnet?
Lunchbox.
Yeah, you didn't need that because you were just looking for Quake for Go mode, and you found it after turning in Jeremiah, so there was no need for you to do Lunchbox.
So there were 3 key things to this scene. Number 1, go into Pod after Aga. And number 2, read the pen before Thieves Town. And number 3, don't get excited by your shiny new flute, and at least go turn in the Smith first.
Yeah.
If you did all 3 of those things, this was an easy sub 140 because you'd get to go mode. Ice, Hera, Eastern, the
Swamp.
rest of Pod, Mire, Turtle Rock Swamp.
Yeah.
I did one of those things, so I feel a bit better.
Yeah, I read the
Like
pet
pretty much all the runners have had to full clear, especially you can tell with the completion times. With y'all, even though you all had to full clear just about everything, still came in first and second place. So
82.
Only 166.
Yeah, and we finished how few seconds apart?
There's a
Yeah,
lot of
20
stuff I just look at and I don't pick up.
25 seconds is what it was. 25 measly seconds. You entered Gannis Tower. What was it? 2 minutes after?
Yeah, it was
So,
almost
yeah.
exactly 2 minutes.
Yeah, and you ended up finishing 25 seconds after. So you definitely saved a lot of time.
My climb was awful. I messed up Landmo, I messed up Wildorm.
You both had the same issue with Lammo. But you went full right, and she just did partial right and came back to left. And her Aga 2 was, I'm sorry, but that was a pretty fight.
Almost got that double triple. Almost. Just a little off.
Yeah, I think mine was like 4 cycle. It's a bit rough.
And she had butter sword, so that shaved a few seconds off of Ganon.
Oh, and I missed the triple on Ganon too. It flinked off.
Oh man, that was like
we
one
watched
frame
it. It was
away.
so close. Yeah.
Yeah, we were like, oh man, we thought you had it.
Yeah, but Pink Kitty did get the triple on Ganon.
Yeah, Pink Kitty did. Oh, and Pink Kitty, that bomb strat you did on the guard and escape was beautiful.
I mean, I'm used to playing entrance, and since Hyrule Castle tends to come really early in entrance, you often have to end up bombing the guards that way anyways, so it's just practice to find out.
And right now we have Hydra Power finishing up, just defeated Ganon, and they will be walking through the door shortly. And they are now, they can finish, let's see, they finished in 6th place with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 6 minutes, and 37 seconds. Man, y'all had a beautiful race. I'm sorry I jinxed y'all, but y'all played it.
It is all your fault.
It is, but I take full blame, but I don't care because it was still a beautiful race. That's all I gotta say. It was great. Y'all did a great job at it. I really enjoyed watching y'all's race.
Figures it take these days to see that you had to do this much and for me to play slow, because now everybody has to hundo. I'm gonna get my application with me instead.
Well, see, it's hard to be a commentator and know where the things that you need is at, and watching you not go to that place, and we're like, go here. No, you need to go here. What are you doing there? And it's just because we know you don't know, so it's just like a little frustrating at times with that, but that's the only reason.
The only green still on my map is magic powder, and that one chest in Thieves' Town I forgot.
It's not Thieves' Town, so it's gotta be Shroom. Either's gotta be Shroom.
Yeah, either has to be Shroom, yeah, or it could be Magic Bat. Nobody checked Magic Bat. Because everybody got the powder in go mode, so there's no point in going and check the Magic Bat.
Right. Somebody give that woman a lozenge.
Oh.
You all right there, kitty?
Woo. I've been sick a couple of days, but no.
I hope you get to feeling better.
Absolutely. We do have Hydra Power here. Let's go ahead and pull Hydra Power in. Hydra Power, GG's, my friend.
Yeah, hey friends, how we doing today?
We're fantastic.
Doing well.
How about you?
Well, you know, I have to believe that the seed really wanted us non-tournament players to enjoy the fun that is the all dungeon seed setting there.
Yeah.
So,
You can blame my co-commentator for that?
Yeah, I put the commentator's curse in y'all at the beginning of the season, so it's my fault.
well, I was hoping to well, when I checked the ped right away and found it was the fire rod, I wondered if anyone else had checked that right away, and if I could maybe somehow get an advantage out of that. But I think whatever advantage I might have gotten disappeared when I full cleared swamp and towards the end there. So.
Well, everybody full cleared swamp, and everybody pretty much did. PKR did the left side all at once, but everybody else double dipped to go do the left side. So don't feel too bad about that.
Yeah, and I guess Pod was the right play. I did see the hint about the boots, but I was really just hoping to find the bow first, and so I could maybe not double dip Pod. Like finding the boots and then going off somewhere. But you couldn't avoid it this time, so oh well.
Yeah, Pod and Skull Woods both were required double dips.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy seed there. So and I was just walking for like 80% of it too, so it was a little slow, but there's nothing you can do about that. So
I'm gonna slip away before I cough any worse.
All right. Well, GG's PKR, very, very solid, very nice performance there. And as always, your execution was on point and amazing, particularly to old men like me who are jealous of your youth and dexterity. So
Not that young.
I will second that. I'm also an old man. I just celebrated my 40th birthday 2 weeks ago. So
congratulations! I'm still older than you.
Yeah, I you can guess what the 78 in my name means, but
Right.
But I enjoy playing this game a lot. It's a lot of fun. Of course, I played Link to the Past as for me it's a teenager. So it's just fun to come back to. I can't play the shooting games that the kids play now, and so it's fun to revisit this game. And really, it just it's like, let's take the greatest 16-bit action adventure game and give it infinite replay value. So I mean, what's not to play?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep, I completely agree. I can't think of anything else for you. Phantom, do you have anything else for him?
I mean, I'm an attorney, and I could sit here and talk all day if I want to, but we do have Etium in his Ganon fight right now, so we will have all 4 of our restream runners complete here very shortly. We'd like to remind everybody, if you enjoyed what you were seeing here today on Speed Gaming 5, and how could you not, please give these runners a follow here on Twitch. They've been putting in hard work for your entertainment, and it has been one heck of a seed today. Again, pedestal and dagger required. The only way it could have been any better would be if the big key for Dennis Tower had been the tile room. We were hoping for that.
Yeah, I was hoping for Tile Room or Armos Knights. Tile Room to make it just that much better, or Armos Knights to make it a full boss clear seed.
Yeah, and I did the the kind of the traditional, well, I guess it's not the traditional route anymore of GT, but the old route where you skip the right side and do the left side first. And I'm just thinking, like, man, I really hope this works, because otherwise this is yet another 4 minutes of lost time in this lengthy, ridiculous seed here. But thankfully it worked out. Rando room coming through as always.
Yes, indeed. Etienne is in the final stage of the Ganon fight now. Yes, Ganon, he did find the silver arrows and misses the first shot here. It's okay. Etienne's got half magic. He'll be just fine. I do not know how he missed the torch there with that fire rod.
No, that fire shot went right over the torch. I don't see what happened.
Yeah, there's a conspiracy against Etienne here. All right, gets Ganon right in the center. 1, 2.
Oh,
it's not possible to get a goal.
No, and he fell.
Oh, no, he fell. Oh. So it's not possible to get the third hit on Ganon if Ganon is backed up all the way to the edge of the platform. So if he's all the way back there, your second or subsequent hit with a silver arrow will never connect. But man, that is awful for Etienne. hate falling on Ganon.
Kudos to him for still going here in 213 into this seed here. I guess I was felt pretty good about the placement in the SRL race here. I was thinking maybe there'd be people that were ahead of me, but I guess 6th place is pretty good for a steel like this, so I'll take it.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, for this way the seed went, yeah.
I mean, when you have Chisame and Pink Kitty Rose barely finishing under 2 hours, that says something about this seed.
I'd probably be at like 3 hours before I finish.
Yeah, and Blaine was, I think, 202. I don't know if you guys have mentioned other racers yet, but for Blaine to be at 202, then this is crazy. So
absolutely. So as I was mentioning earlier, because we had remarked while Chisame and Pink Kitty Rose were making their climb up to Ganon's Tower that nobody else had finished yet, and I looked over and I saw Blaine and LT Gray were both in the race, and I was like, we've got some serious competition here, some serious runners. Let's not. We could have the first 2 on stream. We did, but obviously, certainly there was a possibility that others would have finished. All right, come on, Eddie. 1, 2, dead pig.
There we go. Eddie, I'm finished. About to walk through the door.
Yeah. What a seed. I'm sure the chat appreciated it. I'm sure the runners didn't so much appreciate it.
It's kind of ironic. I don't necessarily dislike not having boots because I like the hookshot tech of getting around, but maybe not in a seed like this where you literally have to walk everywhere for an hour and a half. But I do like the boots, in Ganon's Tower because otherwise the tech is weird. So yeah, it was, I don't know, it was something all right.
Just want to say real quick, Eddie finished 13th place, official time of 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 45 seconds. And we have him here and get him in here. And we have Edium with us. GG Edium.
I believe he said he'd hop in a moment, but unfortunately his timer is still going. So did you really finish if you left your timer running?
Hey.
This is Hey, what's up, Edium? GG's, man. Like I was mentioning before, you didn't stop your timer, so have you really finished the race?
I guess not.
He will forever be playing this seed. Some say he's still playing this seed to this day. 10 years from now, he's still in this seed.
Oh man, the way the seed went, I wouldn't doubt it.
This seed had a little of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we were saying earlier, the only way it could have been worse is if the big key for Ganon's Tower was in Tile Room, and we were hoping for that.
Yeah. And I take full blame for the terrible seed because I cursed it at the beginning.
Oh, I actually I didn't mind this seed too much because I checked PED 5 or 6 minutes in, and I was
you were the
it's a
first
PED
one.
Seed. Yeah, and I was like, oh, PED seed. So I was just like, okay, got mentally prepared for a long seed, and so I didn't really mind. But then I got trolled by, the Titan's Mitts and the Quake Medallion, so that kind of screwed me.
And believe it or not, Etienne, you were the first of our 4 featured runners to actually check the pedestal. So you had that knowledge before any of our other featured runners today.
Yeah, I figured because I did the going to Kakariko from the south, and I think most people go from the north, so I would have had the book by the time I got to Lost Woods.
Yeah, I found it in the well, and then I turned around because I really just wanted to know, and I'm sure chat wanted to know too, so I didn't want to, deprive them of their pedestal knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm on stream, I'm going to check PED for sure.
Yeah, we were, to put it nicely, a little excited when we saw Fire Rod.
Absolutely.
And then it was AGA required, right? Or did I just...
Yep, it was AGA required.
Okay.
That's somewhere I think I kind of lost time on. I was and I was actually on the stream yesterday, and I had the exact same sort of in denial about having to do Aga because the seed would give you all 3 Light World dungeons. And I'm like, there's no way I should go to Aga right away because who would be stupid enough to do that? But of course, it was the right play, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, yeah, I had this exact same sort of like, nope, it's not Aga. If I think hard enough, it won't be, but it is. So,
Yeah,
Well, I
both
did
the
Aga
hammer
pretty
and the mids
late.
were over there.
Yeah, I did Aga pretty late, but I was also able to clear a couple dungeons before I did it, so it wasn't too bad.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very impressive, very frustrating, I'm sure, for our runners, but very interesting for the viewers seed today in the daily open mode seed and Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past randomizer. Amazing, like I said, given how close our runners were together, but you had to do everything today. Remind everybody, if you enjoyed what you were seeing today, give these runners a follow here on Twitch. Follow Speed Gaming for all of your speed gaming needs. We have lots and lots and lots of tournaments going on right now. If you pitch down underneath the video player, you will see Donkey Kong Country, Cuphead, Link to the Past Randomizer, The Messenger 8-Bit, Metroid Zero Mission, Octopath Traveler. I mean, amazing. All of these different tournaments going on amongst all the speed gaming family of channels, and it has been a pleasure to cast this race today. I have been Phantom Ryu along with Shandis. I am signing off. I will give my commentary partner the last word. Goodbye for now.
Don't have much for a last word. I just want to say the same thing, and thank y'all for the great race y'all did, and it was very enjoyable.
GG, thanks for
yeah,
commentary.
GG, guys. If I could just extend a quick note of thanks to Phantom Ryu. He's actually the one who got me into Randomizer, although he doesn't know it. But I I watched the commentary you did. I believe it was with Alucard on a race between Andy and Chris on the Hurricane Harvey relief GDQ event that popped up quickly there.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, this is pretty interesting. And then it happened to be the fall 2017 tournament was also going on at the same time. So then I just started watching that religiously. And then I'm like, I really need to try this, I think. So that was, over a year ago now. My first seed was like 525. And now here I am with you today. So again, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate all your work.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. That was probably the biggest honor that I've had so far in this community, to be able to team up with Alucard with all of the GDQ people for a cause like that. My schedule doesn't allow me to travel all that often. My job doesn't allow me to travel all that often for events like that. So to be able to contribute in that way during that particular event was probably my favorite thing that I've done so far. So I'm glad I was able to bring you into that. And before we do sign off, one more word of thanks to our trackers today, Melee Wizard and Hiketite, for providing us with all of that information during the channel. I could not sign off without giving credit where credit is due. So this time for reals, I am out of here. See you guys next time.
Bye bye, y'all. Take care. Once again,
Thanks,
GG
guys.
runners.